One, two, one, two, one, two. Yeah, yo. Big fly, lay lazy.
Shake some light.
Set the tone podcast. We global now.
You already? It's been a while. We ain't see y'all in a minute. I appreciate y'all patience. As you can see, we got some things. We changed the things. The couch.
Scenery.
Scenery. It's all good, though.
But we always keep it true, though.
That's a fact.
And we keep it Queens. Well, I keep it Queens all the time.
Keep it Queens.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
It's always Queens get the money all the time. And on top of that, today, special guest, we got it with the Zoeways on top of that. You feel me?
We got a Queens legend.
A legend at that. A legend at that. We got Luke Stevens in the building.
Or Stephen.
Stephen in the building.
Steven.
Luke Stephen in the building.
If you're a real Haitian. Steven, if you're in America. Right?
We got Luke Stephen in the building. You know, we appreciate you coming through. You know what I mean? Your story, for those who know, is different because, well, what's different on top of it, you're here compared to, the stories we hear from those times, from that era and everything like that. So you're here, and that's big because you've been around the names, you know what I mean? And to what you're doing now is crazy. So, we want to start off, I guess, just bringing it back, right? Start from the beginning, right? You know what I'm saying?
From Haiti.
Okay.
Mommy moved to Boston.
Born in Haiti. Father was a senator. He had some assassination attempts, and
He was doing it on him. On him?
He tried to assassinate him.
Oh,
tried to assassinate
okay.
him. Duvalier.
Duvalier,
Tried to.
Tonton Macoute?
Yes. So we moved to Boston. I guess you could say we fled the country. I'm not sure, but we fled the country. I moved to Boston first. Came here in high school. Moved to Southside Jamaica, Queens. Went to Andrew Jackson, played basketball.
Okay.
And
North side?
was pretty good in school. And then I made a decision. Well, Haitian households are strict.
For sure.
New York
Very.
was a little bit faster paced, so I wanted to go with the faster pace. The girls, it's high school. I'm hanging out, I'm going out, and I rebelled. So rebelling against my mother, I rebelled against the culture.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Very true.
And this is
my
what,
mother
70s, 80s?
70s. My mother is representing the Haitian culture. Mean, beat me,
As
get
you
caught
knew,
stealing,
all that.
stick your hand in the fire, food tonnerre, all that, So I did that, started hanging out, got caught up with wrong demographics of people.
Okay.
So had a checkered past. Now it's like a lot of people, they quote unquote, because maybe we led the way for the styles for hip hop and stuff, so they kind of big it up. But you guys have kids, daughters, so if your daughter was dealing with someone that was in the streets selling drugs, going to jail, you would tell your daughter, just like I would, why are you dealing with this loser? So where I'm at, right, I'm so caught up in trying to win that to sit here and glorify losing just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Just
So I'll keep it short. So like I said, we had a checkered past. Had a checkered past when I was younger. Went to prison a few times. Had toxic. I don't know if that's the right word. Towards like my children, I didn't have time to spend with my kids.
Because you was outside.
Because I was outside, which because of the upbringing, which was more of like a Italian mob type of teaching where the family came first, then your family. So
Okay, I get
knowing
what you're
today is like your family's supposed to come first.
Come
no matter
first,
what.
yeah.
I didn't do that.
But it was different times too.
Yeah, but
a
then,
sense, but yeah, the morals
you're-
gotta stay the
but
same.
You're my children who are adults. You know, some people don't want to hear that.
Of course,
I don't want
I
to
ain't
hear
trying
that.
to hear that.
You was on the run. I don't want to hear that because you didn't come to my graduation. So it affected the relationship I had with them.
Okay.
Some have been repaired, some haven't been repaired. So still working on it.
What was the last straw that said, you know what, I'm moving out of my mother's house. I'd rather live on my own than live
Stand
with
in
this.
the corner. Stand in the corner
Oh.
when you're 14 or 15 years old. Will make you say, I
I ain't with this.
Kneeling on rice.
Well, I never had. You had to kneel on the rice.
Well, nah, I had to kneel. I definitely had to ingenue a few times. That's the
Really?
kneel, yeah. Not on rice though, but yeah, like yo,
Your mother
in the
made you
corner.
kneel on rice?
Nah, I mean,
No, seriously.
no,
She made you kneel on- she made you kneel on
Yeah,
rice.
because you knew about
No,
that.
no,
I've never heard of that. You heard of that before?
Nah,
Kneeling
not on
the
rice. Hit the
I know.
corner
I
and
know.
kneel.
Listen,
yeah.
you hit the corner and kneel.
Kneel,
but
yeah. Facing
never
facing
never
the
the rice. That's
on
like
rice.
some torture stuff.
That's wild.
look at me now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, so you moved out your mother's house, and you must have seen something that you said, you know what, I'd rather.
Like where to
no,
go
no,
to.
no, there's a vision.
What it was like sometimes you would hang out and I had friends in the 40. So
40 what?
40
40 projects?
projects.
So
Okay.
hanging out, was just like, man, I ain't going for this. Not knowing where you're going.
Yeah, you're
where
just
you're
not
gonna
with that.
stay or what you're gonna do next.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just like, yo, I'm gonna get out of here. But then, of course, we're Haitian, so we stubborn. So it's like, well, I can't go back until I'm okay.
Yeah, to show that I'm on
To
my
show
two.
that I'm on my
Yeah.
own. I can't come back, Mark, because you let me back in. Because then, why did you leave
Yeah,
for?
why'd you leave?
Especially
Especially with Haitian pet.
Yeah.
mother,
So I went through that, and then of course things got better. Had an older daughter, and that's what kind of brought us back together once my daughter was born.
How old was you when you had your daughter?
Oh, shit, I can't remember. You want me to start counting? Had to be about 15 or 16.
Oh, early.
Yeah.
So when you stepped out, when you left the household, and you went outside, you're in the South Side, right? You hanging around 40 projects or whatnot.
Well, actually, once I left, I started hanging around Lincoln Park. 'Cause I had
Oh, Lincoln Park, okay.
Two friends, and I would stay in between because they had basement. They had the basements in their crib.
Oh, okay.
So anyone could stay there. So I would go in between those two cribs.
Now, being I know back then, it was tough times even saying you're Haitian.
Oh, I didn't say I was Haitian.
Oh,
I rebelled against the culture.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
it's like,
okay.
F
He
a
just
Haiti.
started saying he's Haitian.
Nah, get out of here, man.
I started, so the whole time, a lot of people that might have been around me back then probably didn't even know I was
Didn't
Haitian.
even know.
Close friends knew,
Okay.
but everyone,
Yeah,
the streets, they didn't know.
I got you.
So I didn't go through the
Yeah,
things
yeah.
that your ancestors or older people went through, running home from school and doing all that other stuff. So I didn't have to go through that.
Well, at that time, how was that your mother? You left your mom,
I didn't see.
but
I didn't see what was happening with Haitians because
yeah, you outside.
wasn't-
doing that.
I wasn't.
Was your
And even-
father
and even
tapping
when I
in
went to
like, yo,
school-
where's my son? Like, yo,
No, I saw my father once. I just met my brother and sisters from my father's side, like right before the pandemic, and they had been looking for me.
they have
all
been
our
looking
life.
for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom.
Okay.
I mean, but you have to. I can't say what she did, but you have to look at it like, okay, if they tried to kill him twice,
Oh yeah, we gotta get
we're
low.
not. I don't want you around.
Yeah.
Because even I can remember being in the, being out there, and my youngest daughter's mother, after a while, was like, "Yo, why don't you go to Haiti? Like, just go away because it was too
wild.
much stuff happening."
Got you. All right. So you only seen him once.
I seen him once. He came with my brother, but by then it's like, you know, I got a convertible Benz outside and a BMW. Like, what could he tell me? I'm not mad at him.
Okay,
But he's
all
just
right.
not in my life. I wasn't like, yo, where was you at?
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't on that type of time. Hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. All right, I got to go. All right. And then didn't see it.
And that was
And this was your father, right?
Yeah.
So if your father had that relationship with you, is it safe to say that it's only right that you kind of have that same relationships with your kids? In a way.
Hold up, say that again. You saying
I said if your father had that relationship with you, or if you had that relationship with your father, like you.
If I had a father, I would have been a better father. Yes, of course. But with no father, you know, you know what I'm saying? It's
no
like,
guy in there.
how do I know how to be a father? Now it's different today because, like, my son is super dope with his son. My daughter is super with her kids, and again, me and their mother, you know, running the streets, partying, we had problems. So even her, my oldest daughter, is like staying with her mother. For her to become the parent that they are, it's just different. It's just like, I don't know, maybe I didn't get it like that, or maybe when you go through that trauma, that's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
When you're going through that trauma, then you can go, oh, I ain't gonna do my kid like that. You know, I ain't gonna do that. I can remember like speaking to my son today, and he'll go, you know, I ain't understand you before, but now that I talk and know what you went through, I understand. But as a child growing up, they don't understand. If I say, I'm coming to pick you up, that's what you're supposed to do. But then if someone calls me and say you have to do X, Y, Z, then
Get
I have to
caught
go
up.
do X, Y, Z, and then I don't go pick them up. There's no cell phones
Yeah.
back then, so I can't say, yo, I'm gonna be, you know, whatever.
I'm gonna be a little late or
Be a
this,
little
that,
late
and third.
or whatever. It's just like they're waiting there, so you got to imagine
That's a fact.
he's waiting there for his father to come that he looks up to, and then your father does not come. It's not a good feeling. So I'm sure that they had their reasons to not like me too much. They love me, but they didn't like me.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it? If you could trade it in, would you trade it in?
Of course I would. I mean, but again, if I traded in, I probably wouldn't have the kids that I had. The kids that I had would not be the kids that I had.
Yeah, that
because
route wouldn't be
the
taken.
women that I had the kids by were semi into that lifestyle too. So if I wasn't into that lifestyle,
never
I
met
wouldn't
them.
have children by them.
Got you.
Which means I wouldn't have the children that I have or the grandchildren I have, and I'm gonna always be appreciative of that.
Okay. So now, I might be skipping, but you know, you were part of the round table, Were you a part
Somewhat
of
you could
that?
say that, yeah.
or was it Bebo?
No. We had a situation back there where we met up, so yeah, you could call that the round table.
The round table. So, and that's, you know, well-known fat cat. The fact, you know what I mean? Lorenzo Nickel. How do you meet him, or how do you get into the game for yourself at that point?
By being outside.
Is being outside.
If you be outside, things can happen for you. If you don't outside, nothing. If you're out in the streets and you're out, people's gonna meet you and things is gonna happen and things is gonna develop, and you just gotta be on your toes and make it happen. So again, you know, one thing that I like to say, if you want to get close to someone, you make the money. So that's what I did.
So you were getting on your own at first, and he an eye was taken to you. He heard about you, or you more heard about him and found ways to get close to him.
He probably, I mean, Queens back then is not so big. It's not like now where when crack came in, you have all these nuance of gangsters or dealers. It was like you had to come to the projects, or you had to go to Farmers, or you had to go to 150th Street. You couldn't just get drugs anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Anyone just wasn't.
Oh, okay, okay, I got
anyone
you.
couldn't sell drugs.
Drugs. He had to, it was the main, the ad
you
for
had to
it.
go.
Yeah.
You had to go to the main places, and you had to be from those people. And if you wasn't from those people, you had to be with those people. In other words, to hustle. Otherwise, you couldn't. Was none of that going on for you.
Got you.
I couldn't just come and say I'm gonna go open up on what is this, Atlantic Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, now I could say, hey, I'm gonna open up on Atlantic Avenue if that's what if the temperature was like that.
Mhm.
But it wasn't like that. Like you
Wasn't
had
like that,
certain
got you.
places that you went, and once when crack came and they kind of like shut those areas down, then it was, because if you're gonna get high, you're gonna get high. It doesn't matter. That's where it just spread all over.
Okay. So you got down with his team. Well, you had to be special at that, because even how you said you couldn't just open up your thing anywhere.
Well,
but you
before
got part of that inner circle.
Well, I got in the inner circle to sell drugs at a higher rate.
Okay.
Like, and again, you could get something at Lincoln Park, but it was just not the same.
Got you. Okay.
How was your first sale? I meant like, how was the energy for it? Like you left your mother's house, or it's not, I got to get it on my own?
I guess like when you're getting money is just like getting a high. That's why some people, even though they're getting high, they can't stop selling drugs because it's a high in itself.
Yeah.
Just making
It's a
money.
drug in itself. That's a fact. That's a fact. So now you're part of that team now, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like Preem, that's like everybody
Yeah,
all
all the
together,
losers.
you know what I
want me
mean?
to talk about all us losers? That
Nah.
how we
Nah.
destroyed
Yo,
the
trust
Y'all
me.
some people's
Y'all
idols.
legends, man. Y'all idols.
No.
In a,
And
you know
again,
what I mean?
if you heard what I said before, if I was trying to talk to your daughter, what would you call me? A loser. He goes to
It
jail.
depends which
Nowadays,
year. Depends
we
what
gotta
year I
connect.
go.
We gotta connect.
Nah.
See, now you're
Nah,
fronting.
I'm fooling.
You would go, I don't want you talking. That nigga's a bum. He's a gang member. He's a bum. Why are you talking to him? Find someone better. Right?
I wouldn't necessarily say he's a
I
bum.
would.
Not a bum. I'd say,
Okay.
find something better. A bum is, you can't be a bum. You pulling up with the
Yeah.
V's and all this. I
Yes,
might
you
say,
can.
yo,
Okay,
because
so
you could
hold up.
carry
All
yourself
right.
a certain
So-
way. You could carry yourself
Okay.
cor-
So-
like Ghost in Power. You know what I mean? I
Vagabond
can't
is a
say-
vagabond.
Yeah,
right?
vagabond's a vagabond. Fact.
It don't matter what you have on. I could come by the Benz, so I could still be a vagabond, right? Mm-hmm. So tell the audience what the vagabond is.
I mean, a vagabond is, he's
a bum.
He's a loser.
He's
you know
a
what I mean?
loser.
Like,
He's a bum.
Yeah, he's a vagabond. You know what I mean?
Okay,
True.
so if these people, if we are vagabonds and losers, why are we?
You know why I'm laughing? Because
wait.
I hear my mom saying vagabond in my
So
ear.
now listen,
you know what I
right?
mean?
So now again, they'll say, "Hey, these guys is legends. These guys was this. This guys was that." I think that we were trendsetters
Okay.
because we did set a trend that hip hop has taken to, and carried on with the clothing and the style, and maybe the way that life is looked at.
Okay.
Right? Again, me coming up, living a code of like I'm in the mob and saying the family comes first before the kids and everything else, that's what comes first. Doesn't make sense to me now. Makes sense to me back then. And I'm sure that if a person is in a gang culture, it's the same thing.
Okay.
Right? But like I said again, the difference now and the difference between now and then is that now it's cool for that culture. Don't get me wrong, that culture was cool, but it was a lot more people that did not adhere to that
Okay.
or like it or made a phone call on you or didn't want that to happen. Now I think that the way that the youth is brought up is just part of who they are in their neighborhood. There's no way that you can grow up in New York City and not be touched by whether you're in a gang or know someone that's in a gang or someone in your family's a gang. It wasn't like that in the 80s. Just because I was out there, my sisters wasn't out there, my
gotcha.
cousins wasn't out there, and they didn't approve of none of that. Now it's just the way of life that we live in.
So when you hear people talk of that time nowadays, does it brush you wrong? Is there Is there a
No, no, no,
stigma?
no.
You're like, well, it wasn't like that. Why y'all?
No, no, no.
You know
I
what
mean, listen, I can watch Raising Canaan, for instance, right? And I can get flashbacks, and I can look, and I can like whatever. That was a part of time that I lived. We had fun during those times. We were reckless. We took chances. Also, we kind of jacked up some communities, jacked up some people. It's people that I grew up with that I never come home again.
Correct.
I don't think that's the coolest thing in the world situation to be in. You know, so when I do hear something, it's like this, right? It's a terminology, they'll call it being stuck. Like some people, that's all they have to talk about is that. Or let me insert myself and say I was this and I was that, right? So do I want to go home and speak to my grandkids and tell them, yeah, your grandfather was one of the top drug dealers, or do I want to say, yo, your grandfather was making movies, he was giving people jobs, he was doing this, he was doing that?
Of course, that part, yeah.
I mean, so if you want to me, if you're going to be boastful about something, and don't get me wrong, when I, first hit the set or whatever, I spoke about it. You know what I'm saying? But then as time goes on and you get knowledge within yourself, it's just like, why am I doing that when I'm doing so much more?
Gotcha.
You know, like, I think that I might have got on some joints to talk about and talked about my past so I could talk about what I was doing and put it out there to the masses. But where I'm at, bro, I did a lot of work.
For sure.
I ain't got to talk about no shit from the 80s or the 90s because I'm doing shit right now in 2024.
For sure.
And
exactly.
2023.
How we said, you're here.
Yeah, I'm
that's
here.
key.
So, and again, I love all my brothers, and I speak to them, and we talk. They're all very proud of me. I hope that they all can get home sooner or later. But for me, it's like when I look at people that this is all you have to talk about, like that's all you got to talk about is something that happened.
Well, they say you're Ronnie.
40 years ago.
Are you Ronnie?
I never was Ronnie. He was a little.
You said Raising Canaan, you brought it up.
He
So I
was a
like,
little
yo.
kid, and I know he doesn't. He knows I wasn't no Ronnie. Now I'm not saying I was an angel, but Ronnie's a whole different character.
That fit.
But
that was your fit, though.
No, but basically you have to shout out the people. I mean, you got to shout out to 50, shout out to the people that do the wardrobe for that series because they looked at that picture, they took that jacket, they took that jacket, they took them glasses, and they made a character and inserted that character into those clothes.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that the personalities have in common. He takes a lot of stuff from, because, I mean, that's where he grew up at. So it's like, that's what he's seen. So if he tells the writer that, that's what the writer's going to do. Like, you go on the internet, you take the pictures, like they had the people in the sailor suits or whatever. A person might say, oh, yo, that was us. He wasn't the only person wearing sailor suits. But when you say the party's at Olympia Palace, then there was only one party at Olympia Palace. And that was the party that's, you guys see the pictures from the internet, them taking the pictures. So for me, like when I seen that, it was just like, oh snap, like, yo, that's cool. That's just like, for instance, right? I got a girl texting me on Facebook. So she's calling me to tell me she's in my movie, but she didn't sign nothing and doesn't know I'm in the movie. So I said, well, how did you get in the movie then? I don't know. I said, well, where they shot it at? I don't know. So hold up. You don't know where they shot it at. You don't know where it's at, but you're saying that you're in the movie. So it's like, okay, of course you're trying to get some money because that's what all this is for. So I'm like, let's get to the point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What we really talking about?
Like,
right
what are
now?
we talking about? You're like, hey, I'm in there, and it's no knowledge. I didn't know I was in the movie, and I didn't sign no papers. If you in a movie that we shot, you sign papers. Because when we go to them strip clubs and all those dancers come, I said, well, where you shot it at? I don't know. So you don't know what club you in? She's like,
what
nah, I
spin you trying to pull up
gotta
right
ask
here?
the owner. I said, okay, well, ask the owner. So
I'm trying to think what girl would do that right now.
all of them. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you all of them. Listen to me. New York is so jacked up with haters, right?
Facts.
So, Cream dropped. It's killing them. Killing them. It's like 10 million views in, what's today, the 8th? Okay, 30 days, right?
Okay.
It's 10 million views. The first week, someone called me and said, yo, they took it down. So I'm calling the distributor. Someone called and said that they had the rights to the acronym Cream. Not RZA. Now I can see if it was RZA.
Yeah, take it down. Feel me?
They had the acronym to Cream and the Cream Team. So my shit came down for maybe 10 hours. They had to get lawyers, all types of shit. So again, like this stuff here, when you're calling me saying you're in the movie and you didn't sign no papers, okay, what you telling me?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
what spin you
I
trying
got
to
a
pull right now?
20-man crew shooting. So how could you not know
Where you at?
Where
you in
you
the
at?
movie?
And we ain't hit you off with a
Oh,
set of
I don't-
papers to
I
get
don't-
right?
I don't know where the footage was shot at. I say, because I'm like, okay, well, tell me where it was shot at. And I can tell you if a mistake was made. I don't know where it was shot at. I was dancing somewhere. So you don't know where you dance? So you don't know when you did this.
And I don't know what we're talking about.
So it's 20 people. Listen, they're rushing me for the podcast. Let me hear what you have to say, because at the end of the day, right, I have to entertain these people because I don't want them to be mad. I don't want. I understand you're gonna try to come after me, but guess what? There ain't no money yet.
Yeah. So what you?
So you coming at me to say you didn't. So you're saying because you spoke to your dude in jail or your brother, yo, you need to sue them. That movie's killing them. It's a big movie.
Or the street lawyers.
I went through this with someone else before, right? I think I did a movie called Divided We Fall. Went to Florida, Haitian brother. He's like, yo, we want some songs.
so
You want
funny,
you want your songs
I
in
know how
there?
it goes.
I put the song in there, right? They see the shit on Tubi and they like, yo, you got a big movie. So I'm like, well, okay, what do you want, bro? He said, how did you get the song? Nigga, you gave it to me. No, I wouldn't. This is a big
would've
song. They got DJ this. They got DJ that.
everybody in your
never-
field does that, bro.
It's a
Sure.
big thing. So I'm like asking him, okay, bro, so what do you want? Because I'm not giving you no money.
Yeah.
So what is it that
So
you
what are
want?
we gonna work
What
out?
do you want?
$25,000. Nothing big.
What do you want? And that's what they think. And it'd be like, bro, what are you talking about?
That
doesn't
part is not
happen.
happening. That's not
Yeah.
what's happening. Yeah.
Did somebody ever try
Use
to
this
front on
to
you
go
before?
somewhere else.
Huh?
Well, like when you was talking this business with movies and everything, and people try to act like they're gonna get over on you. You ever remind them of like, yo, do you know who I am?
No, because people don't care about that. They don't care what you did. They care what you
They care
do.
about right now.
Yeah.
It's the right now.
Even if
How
I
much
did,
money am I
even if-
getting?
Even if I did all that, they're going to want me to show that I'm still like that.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Years
It's a
later,
fact.
right?
That's what they're going to want.
You're
Because
right. You're
because
right.
basically
You're right.
they don't want, no one wants to hear about what you did.
Yeah.
When. All right, so what you have now?
Because they wouldn't even call if they were already thinking that. Like, I ain't gonna call. I ain't gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some people may try because maybe they don't know, because just I'm trying to get over type of shit. Because I'm asking her, she's like, yo, I didn't sign none. I said, well, where did you shoot at? She said, well, I didn't sign none. I didn't even know I was in the movie. So let me get this straight. I had a 20-man crew shooting and you didn't know you was in the movie. Okay. Send me the screenshot of who you are, because I don't know who you are.
Because I don't even know who
Like
I'm
you're
talking
telling
to.
me, you dance where? What part? I'm dancing. I'm in the black. I'm like, okay, but where's this at?
That don't.
And first
break
of
it
all,
down for me.
Dancers don't even wear black.
I don't know. They wear black. Dancers
Whatever.
wear everything.
Whatever. But now, passing everything, you go through everything you going through now. You did stints, like you said. You come home. What this business form that you into is like, even speaking of movies. I know you started with the American Gangster.
Yeah. Well, when I came home, a brother named Curtis Schoon was writing a script called 1013, which is the code when the officer is down there, say 1013 officer down.
Oh, okay.
So he wrote a movie. He made a movie called 1013, and we was trying to push the script. He got to be a consultant on American Gangster. That's how I got on the first American Gangster, and then he became a producer, and then I became a consultant for the following season.
Oh, all right, that's dope. That's dope. So you were part of all the episodes, or more?
No,
the
just the Supreme episode
Okay.
and the Fat Cat episode.
And the Fat Cat episode. Okay. Okay.
You ever inquire like old beef, like from somebody younger? Like say if you had beef with somebody years ago, and then now somebody that's like their son or something like that, or their grandson wanna
Beef with me?
old problems.
I don't hurt people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have these problems.
Yeah.
So no one could say he did this or he did that. Someone could say like, he slept with my wife or he slept with my girl. but
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna carry that
So
burden.
activities.
I don't think you're gonna carry that burden for 40 years.
Yeah. Facts.
You'd be
You know what
surprised.
I'm
You'd be surprised.
But nah, I have never ran into that problem.
But now dealing with that were you already wanting to get into the production game, or is that being that it opened your eyes to, wow, this is
I
this
think
angle?
it opened my eyes. I tried to do like restaurants, tried to do parties,
Okay.
tried to do.
How'd that go? The restaurant business, the restaurant game.
The first two went went down, and the one that I didn't have to put any money into because it was a friend of mine, and he just said, "Come help me over here," which was Vibes, turned out to be the best one.
Oh, Vibes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Boom.
Some macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes. Let me get something.
Shout out to Vibes. That's good
Yeah.
food.
And there's
Good
Vibes
eats.
1 and 2, right?
There's a
There's
one.
two of them,
There's
right?
two of them now. Yeah, there's one
There's
on.
actually 3, waiting for one to open in Yonkers.
Woo!
Oh,
Yo,
okay.
baby.
I know there's
Okay.
one on Merrick
Yeah, American one
by
on
the
Liberty.
towers.
And Liberty on the corner.
And Liberty. Yeah, that's the original, of course. That's Yeah. Wow. Nah, that's big right there. I
Okay.
did hear you were part of that. Matter of fact, yeah, that's dope right there. And that's the one you were more in assisting to. But the ones you said you actually came out of pocket, those were tough
cool.
times.
Yeah, they came up and then they went down for mistakes that I didn't understand that part of the game. When I was getting into it, I just wanted to just do something positive.
Gotcha.
And it didn't work out because I didn't do my due diligence like I should have.
Was this a Haitian restaurant?
No.
Oh,
It was all of
No, I'll
them.
go left on that.
I had a Caribbean one in Atlanta, which was more Jamaican centered, but the other ones is soul food.
Oh, okay. Soul food. Okay. All right. So
When I want to know my fault.
no.
What club was rocking back then?
La Chalette. They had some joint at the by the bus terminal because I remember Eddie Murphy used to always come on Tuesdays with us. It used to be ladies' nights on Tuesdays, but I can't remember the name of the
On
club.
165? By the terminal?
By where the buses are.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
used to
yeah.
be next to the library.
Yeah. That used to be Mercedes, right?
No, it was before.
But before Mercedes.
Before
Yeah,
Mercedes.
Mercedes is my.
You-
Yeah,
this is before your
yeah.
time,
Mercedes.
right?
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, it was.
Because Missouri is that club that
Yeah, Missouri was
Was-
still around, but Missouri wasn't there back at that time.
Oh.
It was.
Because I thought Missouri was that Olympia club that y'all was talking about.
No,
Oh.
Olympia Palace was way on down Hillside Avenue, somewhere like 200s.
Oh, word? Whoa.
Or was it
On the
Jamaica Avenue?
north?
Yeah, 200. That's where we had the party at.
Wow.
Yeah, I just came
Gabby's
home.
and all that. Yo, nah, let me
Yeah,
find
you never
out.
know.
What?
This is
I
right
did
before
not
Gabby's.
know
You
that.
never
I
know.
did not know that.
The Olympia Palace was like 217, 211, something like that.
You're not.
That's
In
probably
the
that
Ville?
whole. That's probably Nevertheleville.
What
That's
you
probably
mean,
that-
Nevertheleville? That's Shadyville. What you talking about?
Yes, I don't
What
know.
you mean? That's Shadyville. What you mean?
I like cooking his hood. Man.
What you mean?
What's that palace where Gabby's at? What's that? 205th? 204th? That's
205th. 205th is Gabby's. Yeah, 204,
So
205th.
up there, what's up there? Let me see. in Hillside?
Bro, right on
Burger
Fannie Lou.
King?
Right on
Van
Fannie Lou
Buren?
used to be a little like it's like a Indian type of thing. But I mean,
Never
I'm
know.
not saying if maybe that's what it was, but I don't know. But
So how was
wow,
a
I
good
did not
night
know
there?
that.
Tell me about a good night at that spot right there.
A good night, Tuesdays, ladies' nights. Like I said, Eddie Murphy used to come in there with the red leather suit on.
That's crazy.
All the stars used to come over there. So it was fun. It was fun. I mean, you had money. Everybody got along. It wasn't really no beefs unless you owed someone some money. So I guess you could say that it was a great time.
Here's something I got, cause we speak movies and everything, and Paid in Full.
Mm-hmm.
When he said that line about, you fuck around, have to go get money in Queens or something, he made it look like a downplay, but Queens was getting it.
I mean, it's a movie.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but
I mean,
but
people
you get
do
what I'm
hold on to the
saying?
movie.
You get what I'm saying? Though? It's like, was it that people just didn't know?
No,
As
people
far
knew
as
because
Queens?
we used to go to the Fever, so people knew about Queens.
Queens is in the building.
But
right?
again, something that I stress again, like I said, something about the person calling. I can guarantee you that was someone from New York doing that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We just have like everywhere else would be that whole city will rock together. But in New York, I feel, and this is just my feeling, we're on some borough time. It's Brooklyn, it's the Bronx, it's Manhattan, Harlem, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island. That's what time we're on.
Okay.
And those people in the boroughs, they don't even stick together. So
Was it a
Back then it
was it a
was.
South Side North Side thing back then as well, or is just everybody?
of course it was a
It was.
South Side, North Side thing back then.
That was always an existence.
That was me. I can remember getting shot at the bus stop going to Jackson and running from school all the way to the projects.
From Jack to the P's to 40.
Jackson on 116.
It's on Fannie Lou. Yeah. To 40.
When someone is shooting at you,
Yeah,
you're going to
this.
get home,
Yeah,
bro.
That's a long. That's
Yeah,
wild.
that's
You know what I
because
mean?
Jackson used to have the basketball games, and then they used to have the parties. So I can remember us all waiting for a bus, and someone shooting, and then we run home to the projects from Jackson.
And you're going to Jackson. Is this when Bimmy's in there, or are they younger?
I'm older
They
than
younger?
I'm older than Bimby.
Okay, all right. So now, all right, we was already speaking about, with the production. So now you was doing restaurants, and now you get into production. How did you, or what was the play made to put together your first film? Or
My first film was Chaz introducing me to a guy, Doc.
Doc Chaz William?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Rest in
Chaz
peace.
introduced me to Doc. Now, Doc may have his story. My story is Chaz said, "Hey, I want you to help this guy with this equipment."
Okay.
He'll say it was something else, but I didn't speak to you. I spoke to Chaz. So I don't know what y'all said. I know what he told me.
Got you.
What he told me was, rock with him with some equipment, which is what I did. And then he was telling me about Money and Violence. Let's do this thing. Let's do a web series. And we did a web series. Because I didn't know what Money and Violence is. I watched it. So then we created one and we did one. That was the start. But my real start as far as getting into the movies was Better Than My Last, which was, shout out Don Quan and Sean Baker, and that's how I really got into the real essence of filmmaking
Okay.
and making movies. Because we did it, but we did it because, and again, we accomplished something, so we did accomplish something, so we did do something. But that wasn't it.
Yeah, I got you. But it was
How'd
the
you get
door
on?
opening.
How'd you get your stuff on like Amazon? I think I seen you had like a series on Amazon, right?
Amazon and Tubi. Well, Amazon, you can go on there yourself. So I had content.
What do you mean you can go on there yourself?
Like,
Amazon, you can
put it up
upload
there
it yourself, just like YouTube.
Oh wow, I never
Really?
knew that.
Wow.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
you don't getting paid. It's not no money.
Yeah.
So anyways,
It's just promotion.
I was doing not promotion. You get money, but you don't really get no money. So a guy had called me, another filmmaker. He said, "Hey, you want to get your stuff on Tubi?" And I just wanted to get it out there. I wasn't thinking about money, so I get it out there. And meanwhile, my man Omar, who was head of acquisition at Dame Dash Studio,
Okay.
he's telling me about Tubi and it's getting all this money. And I'm like, yo, I just sent my stuff with someone. And again, I got to thank Omar, Dame, Sean from Homestead. They got me out of that deal because it was a fucked up deal.
Oh, it was a deal you already was situated
It was
with
a deal
someone.
I
All right.
signed, but
Okay.
I'm not getting no money.
Okay.
Then they telling me, yo, we're going to give you money so you can shoot another movie. But when I'm doing it, I don't know, nigga, you're just giving me back my money that my movie was going to make.
Oh.
So they actually got mad at me and said, yo, man, I was just trying to look out and trying to do that. I'm just like, yo, bro, but you was going to give me
My
money
own money.
that my movie made
Yeah.
to do another movie like you're doing something for me.
Yeah.
So I'm and
The
that's
spins
The
out
community
here
is crazy, son.
The
Listen,
spins is crazy.
again, yo, I'm in a movie. I didn't sign no
Yeah.
paper. So you in a movie, you didn't sign no paper. Where you shot it at? I don't know.
don't
Where was
know.
you at? I don't know. Okay, so but you know that that's you, huh?
But you know that's
Okay.
you. You knew to call me though.
Okay, but yeah, you found a way to call me, huh?
Yeah. Come on with these spins, man.
Yeah, so it's just like, yo, bro, we just jacked up, man. We're jacked up people. Like, I will literally cheer for everyone to rise. And like I said, Cream, it's not one filmmaker that I've worked with or been with in New York that said, congratulations. That was dope. They don't say nothing. And it's Cream is killing them. The Pale White Horse is killing them. More than anyone has done, probably except for Money and Violence.
Money and violence. Okay.
You know,
Is that someone you ever teamed up with?
Mo?
Yeah.
No, we speak. We cool.
Okay. Got you. I know he was doing that Godfather of Harlem.
Yeah, he's doing that. He's nicely situated.
Got you.
You know.
But like you said, you're putting in your work.
Mm-hmm.
They acknowledging it by saying they see it, but it's like, what? They're not giving that. Not to say they're not giving credit, but like, yo, you doing your thing, something like that. And an acknowledgement is what you're saying.
I'm just saying, listen, dude, if you drop a movie, I'm going to tell you congratulations. If he drops a movie, I'm going to tell him congratulations.
Because you know what it takes to
Or-
drop a movie.
Or if I see he's doing something, I might put it on my stories. You understand what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? So I understand that there's a level of competition, right? And that's cool. Competition is healthy. But when you start doing stuff like, I'm going to ruin him because I don't want him to be ahead, that's a whole different kind of.
But
That's
is it
corny.
really competition? It's like,
That's not competition. Competition is, like, again, right? Competition is, okay, we got Cream, we had the Pale White Horse, we dropping Will You Marry Me in March. What y'all gonna do? That's competition.
but it's like it's a platform that's there for everyone to eat. Why is it considered competition?
That's just like, listen to me. If we're rapping, you're gonna say, hey, I'm a better rapper. Hey, I'm a better filmmaker. That's healthy. It's when a person goes, yo, I got the rights to Cream. You need to take that down. That's some other shit.
Yeah,
That's
bad
some
business.
that's some
that's a
other
fact.
shit. Like, I don't
fact.
want to see him winning. I want him to lose.
Yeah,
that's
that's a fact.
That's some hate.
That's nasty hate.
You saying, oh, I seen that. That wasn't nothing. That ain't nothing. When you do stuff like that and you're trying to ruin, or you're calling someone and like, oh, you want to mess with, don't mess with
you
Lou.
messing with him,
Last
yeah.
thing, yo, he did this and he did that. That's like, now you're trying to stop the money. It's like, that's another type of situation.
Fact.
Like, I come from a place of mind your business. If it don't have anything to do with you, like I got a dude, I swear for God. Again, I say no names. My man would work with me, right? And again, I get a lot of attention. My other partner gets a lot of attention. And I just feel that he'll do stuff like he'll put up a thing like the director and the DP of such and such with such and such. Like, but he has his credit, right? But it's like you're trying to throw shots.
At the same time,
You're trying to throw shots because you're trying to say that I'm not acknowledging him. His credit is there. If my social media presence is what it is, if I get like my first partner, he had a problem because again he was doing the work and he felt like how come people's not recognizing me? Dude, I got a history from the streets. I got restaurants. I have this. I'm notable.
Yeah.
So if someone's gonna notice me, and if I'm doing the movie and they're talking about me,
Can't
right?
get mad.
Don't get mad at
They get
me.
envious. For sure.
Blame it
yeah.
on the game because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, right? I don't work the cameras. I don't fucking edit. I don't do any of that. I am a producer. I put things together.
Got you.
I find deals. I find distribution. I find teams. I find whatever. I can't do a movie without none of them.
Got you. So how you
What-
coming at me?
How you gonna come at me when I need you to do what I do? You don't need me to do what you do. I can't do what you do, and I'm not trying to say that I can do what you do. But why you mad at me?
Just because of my
Because
popularity. That's just who I am.
I'm doing what I do, and I'm good at what I do, which is putting things together. You're good at what you do, which is why you do the camera. See, the thing that happens is that you have people that'll be like, well, I think you should do this, or I think you should market like that. And then I go, I don't tell you how to shoot. I can tell you what I want and how I want this to look,
Gotcha.
but I can't tell you, I can say what number lens, but I can't tell you what kind. I'm looking for them to tell me that. So sometimes that gets a little bit kind of unnerving.
Okay.
Like, bro, I got to call you to work.
To work.
If they call me, I'm gonna call you. Why you want to cut my throat and kick me out the equation?
Yeah.
Let me do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so what if everyone comes to me? I still got to call you to get the
Still
money.
gotta call you. Yeah.
I
So
still
you're
gotta call you.
you're just as important.
So what's
Like-
the difference? Oh, I got the attention. But what happens is you got other people that see you get the attention, and like I said, it's a difference between competing and hating. So now I'm getting the attention, like, so now you're telling your man, like, yo, he getting all the attention. Why they ain't talking about you? Why they ain't doing this? Why they ain't doing that? Okay, motherfucker, if you feel that way, give him some money, let him do his own movie without me, and let him go ahead.
Let's see what happens.
Because if he does the movie with me, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get the attention. They just gonna give me the attention. It's my swag.
Yeah.
That's what I get
That's
paid
what you
for.
do. It's who you are. It's what you do.
I don't write, I don't shoot, I don't edit, but I produce.
You put things together.
I put things together. I produce. I make it pop. I
And
can put a beautiful
there's no price
cast
on
together.
that. There's no price
It's
on
priceless.
that. Yeah.
I can find someone else to do what you do. You can't find someone else to do what I do.
That's a fact.
That's
a
the
fact.
difference. So what it is that they don't understand your value because they feel like I could do that. I don't feel I could do that. So why you feel you could do this? Oh, because it's easy. You think it doesn't take a set of skills?
They think they can handle it
Go ahead, do
themselves.
it.
And it never works out that way.
It never
Ever.
It never works out that way.
Ever.
It never works that
You
way.
know what
So
I'm
the
saying?
same hatred from back in the day, is it kind of the same in the movie game?
It's gonna be hatred wherever you go, bro. I mean, everybody is not gonna like you. You gotta find, like I have found a group of people. Like, I work with different people. So I might do work with the Toscano brothers. True, Maddie. Those is my brothers,
Okay.
right? I ain't gotta worry about them. They don't gotta worry about me. We gonna work, we gonna do the thing. Another brother I work with is Huey Wynn, who has Wynn Publication, along with a writer called Kwame Teague. No problems. We're going to make it do what he do. Doing another project I'm getting ready to cast for called The Bodega with Chris Gotti and a guy, Rich Black.
Okay.
Right? They're my bros. Ain't got to worry about the nonsense coming in. See, the thing is, you gotta find you, like, got y'all too, and I'm sure that if y'all started doing whatever, someone is not gonna like it. Where did they come from? How come their podcast is list? I think it's garbage. I think it's this. You know. So again, it's just the climate that we live in, unfortunately, and it's us. Because the Indians come here, Mexicans come here, there's 20 of them sleeping in the basement. They put their money together, they get a crib, they get a store, they get everything. Meanwhile, we do the store together. I'm wondering, did you take an extra $1? I'm wondering why you ain't got that girl. I don't like you. I'm talking to him to plot how to get you out the way because I want your piece. And that is just...
That's crazy, but
what
that is absolutely
we do.
It's all facts.
It's all facts.
You know, instead of...
That's a fact.
Like, again, even in the Phil game, I look at New York and say, do you know how many people is in New York? We are the biggest city in the world.
Us alone could support us.
Us alone could support us. Tubi is free. What difference does it make? Post the next person's stuff. There's plenty of money out here. You just have to go get it and do your thing with it.
That's what I was saying. How is it? Why is it competition? Not how, but why?
Because
when the platform is there for everyone to eat.
Because it's like everybody wants to. I mean, that's like basketball, right? Who's better, Kobe or LeBron? How many times you heard that? Okay, but competition.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Who's better, right? So you'll have people that say, and the crazy stuff is, right, with the film game, most of my misunderstandings, I'm not even going to call them beefs because they're not beef. They're misunderstandings, right? Because it's not beefs because you ain't doing nothing to me and I don't want to do nothing to you. So we don't have no beef,
Gotcha.
right? That's the difference between beef, because they'll be saying that you have a beef. You don't have
Just
no
talk,
beef.
yeah.
You're just talking. So, again, most of my problems come to people that got 20, 25 years in the game. Why? I don't know, right? But I look to learn from each one of these individuals, and I have learned from each one of these individuals, but it's just something I don't understand what it is. It's just like, I don't know if it's where this nigga came from.
This
Like
new cat,
I
this
put
new
all
guy.
I put all my time in. Why they talking to him? Why could he get a budget? Why I can't get a budget? Like, it wasn't just about the movies. It was about the person and the character
Gotcha.
that makes a person want to deal with you and give you a chance like that. Like, my budget from came from people from Detroit, not people from New York. I've been doing the shit in New York. You think of someone from New York would be like, yo, here go a buck.
What's
I
up?
see you
Yeah.
working, doing your thing. Nah, it
They're
wasn't.
not doing
It was
none of
it
that.
was someone from somewhere else. And then there's some other people from DC calling, and there's some other people from over here. It's like, it's not no New York people that's saying, yo, bro, I see what you're doing. No. There's some people from Jersey that's kind of paying attention. But again, you're paying attention now because
You're winning.
I'm not winning yet.
But I mean,
What it is that you don't have a choice because I'm being noticed
here.
now.
I'm here. Yeah.
Like, I'm stepping out. Like, you know that I'm here. You know, I can go into a clubhouse room when they're gonna say something. Where before I would go in a clubhouse room and they would be like, "My man had got this room, a Tubi room." I should go in the room and just say, "Hey, yeah, this is Luke. He's a producer from New York. He was on Vlad TV." You know, so you know what that means. Everybody can't go on Vlad, right? Now when I go in the room, they go, "Oh, Luke Stevens is in the room. This is the guy that did Cream and The Pale White Horse," because I have some work that is noticeable
You do the casting?
most of the time.
Because I know,
What I
well,
help.
shout out Kaya. She been on
Oh
our
yeah,
show.
that's
You know me?
that's
Shout out Kaya,
that's
baby, for sure. And I
that's
think
the family.
you did one with Weebay from The Wire. Was that you?
Better than my last.
Yeah. I saw that one. Definitely, that was fire. I saw that. And
See, it's like now you like it. It took a while. I think COVID happened and some everything else. I just feel from where I'm at now that could have been done better, but they didn't want to give me no more money.
Oh,
He was just like, yo, I fuck that. I paid whatever. This is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be. But I really wanted to
could do more.
do more with it because I knew that it had the kind of cast that would make it
Yeah,
like
'cause
Cream did.
Yeah, okay. I
And
got
it,
you.
it didn't because he just didn't want to. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You reach a cap and you go, I ain't spending no more money, and no matter what. And of course, me, I'm the person like. Person might speak to me like one time I had a issue with someone. He said, how much it cost to do a movie? So I gave him a number. Then he said, okay, I want this to go to Cinemax, Showtime. So I
They
said,
just aim for the top.
I said, okay, if you want Cinemax and Showtime, I'm raising the numbers. So they're like, how all of a sudden you raising the numbers? If I give you a budget and you're telling me you want these exquisite things, my pay is going to be the same, whether it's some bullshit or some top notch, right? I'm just not doing no bullshit anymore. But at the time, if I ask you for more money, it's to make you a better project, not to line up my pockets with more money. Because whatever I agreed to paying me,
That's the number.
that's the number.
Yeah.
That's my number. I'm not gonna say give me 20 more thousand so I can put 20 more thousand in my pocket. No, I gotta get more lights, more people to work, and it's gonna cost money. So if you want your shit to look like it's gonna be on Showtime, you gotta pay. You don't gotta pay the Showtime money, but it's gonna cost you more money.
That's a fact.
And if you don't understand that, that's just like you can get a chuck steak or you could get a sirloin, New York strip cut steak. They both is steak.
Yeah.
But they
it's
ain't the same
different.
price.
Yeah, not at all.
It's not the same price.
I get what you're saying.
You know.
I get what you're saying. So with that said, now you lining up your films and they're being in better situations and things like that. Where is it you're trying to take it next now? In a sense, you know what I
Well,
mean?
of course, I would like to go to. All right, so I'm gonna tell you something. I got a friend, Rush. Rush, he's the vice president of Forest Buyers. A lot of times we talk to Rush, get advice from Rush, right? So got another joint, and he'll say, "Okay, here's your choice. You want to go to BET with this? Get the notoriety. You on BET." You got the accolades. I'm on BET. I did my shit. The world is gonna jump on me because oh shit, he got something on BET. Or you can take your shit and grind it and say, yo, I'm gonna try to make $1 million from this.
Like an independent route type of thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna make $500,000 from this. I'm gonna flip this money.
You're gonna go that
So
route.
those is the choices. But again, we need accolades so that way because the ultimate goal for me and anyone that I'm working with is to be able to do multiple movies, right? 10 movies. So we're talking about 7-figure deals, right? That's the ultimate goal. So before someone's gonna give you millions of dollars, you gotta kind of like spend some money. You gotta put some stuff out.
Yeah.
Because
You gotta get a lineup. Yeah.
why am I gonna give this to you? Like, what do you do? But if you have like we have 2 movies out. Now we coming with Will You Marry Me?
Okay.
It's 2 documentaries coming this year. Born to Box. Our first episode is about Don King.
Oh,
So
that's
Born to
fire.
Box is it's a dope documentary about trainers, the business of boxing, the racial motivation in boxing. Should boxing have a quote unquote like union at the end? Because a lot of boxers be messed up. So
Yeah.
that's what we went into. Another documentary that's coming out would be Proof of Innocence: The Mundane Truth, which is about Supreme's case.
Okay. They say you were making a movie
And
about
only his
Preem.
case. No. Irv is supposed to make the movie. I'm
Oh,
making a documentary about his case. Well,
Okay.
well, actually, he is, because he's very active within this
Okay. Gotcha.
thing. So it's basically what he wants and how he wants to do it. I'm just executing it the same way. Like I have Kwame, that's a writer. So Kwame is the one that actually got the deal for Cream, but Kwame's been in jail for 27 years. Kwame
Wow.
wrote Sin. So again, when it comes to Kwame, I'm the person that's gonna
Negotiate.
things.
Again, that
While he's
priceless thing
yes,
you do.
because he can't do it. So he's the one that got the deal because of his writing. I produced it and became the executive producer because I'm handling the business for him.
Gotcha.
It's the same thing with Preem. So you have Will You Marry Me? And again, the Bodega will probably be out this year. Glow that we're going to shoot in May. I got another joint in Atlanta that I got to shoot the last week in May.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I got some dope projects, and I'm looking forward to 2025 because then I think that I'll probably have some money then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I hope before that. You know
No,
what I mean?
when you do the films, your waiting process is a year, 18 months.
Oh wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
The
movie
kickback, it takes
the
that long.
movie, the movie has to recoup. You understand what I'm saying? So unless you got a fire joint, it's not going to. It's a lot of content on Tubi. It's like maybe 50, 100,000 titles. You can get lost in the sauce on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can get lost in the sauce. So, for instance, I might look at this, right? So, again, average person might say, yo, I got 10 million views on Cream. My chest is out, right? It's about 85 million people a month going through Tubi. I have 10 million. What is that? That's like an
10%.
eighth.
Nah,
It's not even
yeah, it's not even
10%.
10, yeah.
So what did I really accomplish? Nothing, bro. I got a lot more that I got to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, so a person might say, damn, he's kind of humble. It's just like, I ain't did nothing yet, bro. Y'all think, y'all
Looking
say
at the
I,
bigger scale.
y'all
You're looking
say
at
I
the bigger
did
scale
something.
things. Yeah.
I ain't did nothing. I ain't do nothing yet.
It's how you were saying, just to spin it all up, is how you were saying how people will look at you like a legend, or that era like legend, but you're looking at it like, man, what? Like that's vagabond loser shit or whatever. You know what
I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. Again, like I said, we were instrumental in the hip hop culture and what it became with the chains and the dressing and whatever. Okay, you got that from us, and you got that from us because what? We had money, so we was able to afford it. So when y'all guys got money, you could afford the things also.
Facts.
That's just like now. If a person is broke, you see the rappers, they got Gucci, they got Louis. When you get some money, you get Gucci and Louis.
Yeah, you get to
You know what I'm saying? It's just that when rap was conceived in the early 80s or late 70s, it was the drug dealers that was the heroes of the neighborhood. That's what the younger people aspired. We're the ones that help people with their rent, did the bus rides, and did everything like this for the community. And we did that, but we were still, it was, if you look at it, it was under the guise of the destruction and the chaos that we caused the community.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So it's like it's only right y'all do that. In a sense. You know what I
I
mean?
wouldn't say that's what we looked at it like. It was our justification, but it's just like, it's like you cheat on your wife, but you bring her flowers. Hey, baby, I was thinking about you, but you cheated on your wife. But you brought her flowers.
I mean, you was thinking about it after.
It's the first thought after.
But I mean, that's just an example. Might have been a bad example, but I think that
No, I
you
get
get the
what you're saying.
understanding is just
Definitely
like,
get what you're saying.
it's like, Did we help the communities? Yes, we did help the communities. Did we hurt the communities? Yes, we did hurt the communities.
Gift and curse.
You know, so it's like, again, that was that time, that was that year, that was where we was at in our lives. Will there ever be a time like that again? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, not like that. But
And that's why it goes down in history.
for sure, that's why. And like I said, you one of the only that's here to even tell it.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And that's that priceless thing that you speak on. You know what I mean? That's that value. You know what I mean? Because you're here, like you're able to speak for a Preem or speak for a Kwame, right? Make sure I got that right. Yeah, you're able to do those things, and that's who you are. That's who you to be, because you've been through the bed, you've been through outside, you've been through the parenting, you've been through. Come on, you escaped assassination. You might not have known it because you're a kid. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Like
that's true. They
there's some
could've came
routes that you here for a
Tug
reason. These are
McCool,
stories.
they could have killed the whole family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
It's not like that's something that they ain't did before.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what they do. You know what I mean? That's
Cut
what-
off everybody's head.
Yeah,
again.
they do that. You know what I mean? And set examples. Look at Haiti, what Haiti's going through right now. You know what I mean? It's real deep. You know, so
Yeah, they went in there and said,
They
let the prisoners
the
go.
prisoners out. They just broke into 2 jails and let them all out.
So that's 4,000 people.
Just out there.
Scrounging, just out there.
Rapists, all type of shit. Just out there. You know what I mean? And
When's the last time your guys been to Haiti?
I've never been to Haiti.
I've been.
He's never been to
last-
Haiti either. You have been?
we-
Oh, my fault.
like 5 times. I've been last.
Don't,
But
he said don't disrespect the
yeah,
family.
come on, don't disrespect it. Last time, but I ain't been there in a minute. Like maybe 06.
Nah, this is my pops'
06,
Haitian,
yeah, like 06 probably last time I've been there. This is way long time ago. The last time I went was when New York had that blackout. Like I literally was in
That long ago?
yeah, I was literally in the air while the blackout.
Damn.
I was mad I missed the blackout. I'm like, damn, everybody out here getting right, and I'm in the air landing in Haiti. And
You wasn't
shit.
there when Wyclef got shot, though.
Nah.
Wyclef got shot?
Yeah,
Oh,
really?
really?
Got shot. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Oh, you done with Haiti for real?
No, last thing I know, he was trying to be the president or
Well,
something.
that's why he
Yeah,
got
that's-
shot.
yeah, that's
That's,
why they
why
let
he
it-
got shot. They wasn't jacking that. They ain't jacking him for presidency at all. They wasn't with that. That's
Oh, man.
that's
They
when
shot-
Sweet Mickey won. You know
He
what I
shot
mean?
Clef.
Yeah, you know
And
what
now
I mean?
Sweet Mickey's what? Getting ready to be indicted. He was taking that Colombian money.
Prize.
Well, I'm not even going to say what he was taking, but he was doing something because
Yeah.
the name is being indicted. But the crazy thing is, I think I spoke to someone else about. Someone was talking to me about Haiti before, and it's like you got to understand, right? When you're in that political position, the money that is there and that you can
Could tap into or whatnot.
is not to your wildest dreams, because I'm sure Sweet Mickey has made plenty of money in his music.
That's a
career.
fact.
And I'm not a expert or to speak on what's going on in Haiti. I'm just trying to learn about my culture now. So some of you might look at me and like, what is he?
Nah,
He shouldn't even be speaking about it. But at the end of the day, right? Every person that got into the power, political power, has raped that country.
1000%.
Even if they came in and say, I'm for the people, blah, 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 and they see that
1000%.
money, it's just like,
Yep.
hold
Hillary
up,
Clinton.
wait a minute.
Yeah, they got a house on top of Haiti, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
believe
mistaken.
They got a crib
Yeah.
out there.
They got a crib out there.
Yeah,
and Bill.
Clinton's got right.
Yeah.
The Clefs got right. But yo, we say that to say this, man. We appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate you guys having me.
For
Pleasure,
real.
for real.
And I hope you continue to do wonderful things that you already doing. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm
no
saying?
doubt. We're going to keep doing
shining,
those things.
keep representing. You know what I mean? Not only that you Haitian, but you rep Queens. I always love that. You know what I'm saying? I love Queens.
Damn, Haitian and Southside? I can't
Well,
lose,
I'm
right?
Northside. I'm Shadyville. You know what I mean? Shadyville all day. But yeah, Queens, I love that.
Shadyville, listen, you gotta remember, I'm a Zoe, so I got a Shadyville pass all day.
Hatyville, that's what they call it.
Hatyville?
You know what I mean? But yeah, now we appreciate you coming through, setting the tone with us. You know what I mean? Definitely keep doing what you do. We're going to keep watching and, you know, come back another time, just update more what you got going on and everything like that. You know, we appreciate all of that. Once again, it's the Fly Lay Leezy.
Straight to the light.
Set the Tone podcast, man. We out.
Bye.